everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today I am here doing the long-awaited video. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. It is a comparison between the old C4 Smart Energies and the new formula C4 Smart Energies coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today where I go over everyday energy for everyday people. It is primarily energy drink reviews, but I do the occasional caffeine safety video and caffeinated product, and those videos are posted every Tuesday and one on the weekends. And in today's video, as I mentioned in the very beginning few seconds, is going to be a comparison between the C4 Smart Energy old versions and the new versions. Now, I did already do a comparison between the ingredients and what was different in this video right there, and I did that because those were the new flavors that came out. So if you're curious about the new flavors that came out, I do a taste test of the new flavors, and I also go over the differences between the old Smart Energy and the new Smart Energy, and I will actually include that at the end so that you don't have to interrupt this video to watch that one. You're just watching after this one. You're already here, right? And they came out with those new flavors before they actually had the revamped versions of the peach mango and the blue raspberry. They did have the cherry berry lime out there pretty early as well, and those are the three that we will be comparing today. We are going to taste out the old ones and we are going to taste out the new ones to see how different they are, if at all. Let's jump right into this. Just gonna grab them from the Caffeine Man fridge. Gotta have these drinks nice and cold, especially if you're gonna be doing a taste test and comparison between the two of them. And if you're actually looking to purchase these, you can save 20% off at the C4 website or Cellucor website when you use coupon code Caffeine Man. I am sponsored by C4, so I will earn a small commission from any purchases, but that does not affect my ratings and the scores. And hopefully if you watch my channel for a while, you already know that. I do know there are some skeptics when they hear you're sponsored by a company, but I approach C4 about the sponsorship because I like their drinks so much, it's easy to promote them. If you're looking to save money on energy drinks in general, not just C4, you can check out my website, caffeineman1.com, where I actually have all my coupon codes and affiliate links to help you guys save money. And you can also sign up for a newsletter going over what I went over last week and what is going to be coming up this week, all at caffeineman1.com. First one up, we are going to have the Freedom Ice. This is their red, white, and blue flavor, so you get a nice blue raspberry, nice cherry, nice citrus flavor in the middle there. Clear cutter. 16-ounce can has 200 milligrams of caffeine. 12-ounce can still has 200 milligrams of caffeine, so you should be able to get a touch more energy out of it just because you're putting it into your system a little bit faster. Additionally, something I wanted to point out that I pointed out in the first video, but I think it's important for this video, is that they actually took out malic acid. Why is that important? Well, for two reasons. The first reason, malic acid, even though it's a preservative, it is also used in products to help give it a little bit of a sour flavor. And what I liked about the original C4s is that they had this really nice solid sweetness, as well as a little bit of a sour on the back end, so it was a nice sweet and sour flavor. And even though I did drink a lot of them when they first came out, I had to start drinking a little bit less of them because on a personal level they did start to irritate my throat after a while, so I really had to cut back to, rather than having a couple a week, having one like once a week and drinking some water with it. I did look it up online and come to find out it is extremely rare. It's just a little bit of irritation I get from malic acid, but I did find out from other people in the comments of my other videos that citric acid and malic acid, due to the acidity level of them, sometimes bothers their stomach. So it's just something I wanted to point out on the side, but it is not a problem with C4 energy drinks. It is something that is in every single drink. I'm pretty sure every energy drink has citric acid in it, and a decent amount of them actually use malic acid. It is a very common ingredient. It's just me personally, I have a minor problem with it, so it's definitely going to be a plus for me that the malic acid is no longer in there. Let's taste it out. Really nice sweetness to it, like I said, and then right on that back end you get that little bit of sour, which if you're someone who's into the sweet and sour flavors, it's really good. Not as strong as like your Sour Patch Kids or even the C4 Sour Patch Brothers that they had, but still a nice light sour on the back end, and you get a nice good cherry flavor, blue ras flavor with a little bit of that citrus coming in. I think they did a good job with it. I actually need to pour a little bit more for the comparison. But before we taste them side to side, let's taste out the cherry berry lime on its own to see what we think about it. Clear cutter. I am going to have a little bit of water and crackers in between just to cleanse the palate. I usually jump cut it out of all my videos, but this is something I do in all my videos whenever I taste out more than one drink. Cherry berry lime. I drank it all. Really like this one. Get that for the comparison. But first off, let me say that with these drinks, they are a slightly lighter and more refreshing. And even though they have this lighter feel to them for some reason, maybe it's the carbonation might be slightly lower. And for the sweetness, this one was a high sweetness, and this one is more towards the low end of high. So everything is a little bit lighter for those two stats. But when it comes to the cherry flavor, the berry flavor, and the lime flavor, I actually think they're giving you the same amount of cherry, same amount of berry as the Freedom Ice, but they're bringing in that lime a little bit more. I say with the Freedom Ice, it was more of a standard kind of citrus flavor. A lot of the flavor that you get from your White Monsters, any of your Arctic flavors, and even in general, your Rocket Pop flavors. You get that kind of general citrus flavor out of it with the other two flavors. But with the Cherry Berry Lime, they are actually giving you a little bit more of a lime flavor. And I think that lime flavor really complements it to make it a little bit different from your regular Rocket Pop flavors. So if you're someone who likes lime, you're actually going to like these a little bit more. Now, I wouldn't say that the lime is overpowering the drink, but I do think you're getting a nice mix. So to give you some numbers, I would say you're probably getting a nice even mix of the cherry and the berry, like a 30% and 30%. I think those two are really complementing each other a lot. You're not too strong in cherry, you're not too strong in berry. So you got 30 and 30, and I think you're getting 40% lime. And even though it is at 40%, I still don't think it's overpowering the drink. I really think it's a great complement to the cherry and berry. Let's taste them both out side by side. And definitely slightly less acidic. That malic acid being pulled out, I think was a great idea. I think it's so much more easy to drink. It's not going to be sickly sweet by the end. I know some people complain that this was too sweet and couldn't get through it. This is definitely a little bit of a lighter sweetness, but it's still a solid sweetness, solid flavor. Well, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart. Like I said, this got an 8.5, and even though 8.5 is a good score, the competition was tough because there are a lot of good Rocket Pop flavors out there. I think there's gonna be a lot more competitive with the other Rocket Pops out there. I'm actually gonna give this a 9.2, and I can definitely see this becoming part of my regular rotation. Before, it was mostly the Peach Mango and Icy Blue Razz that were in my regular rotation, but this could definitely be my third one, depending on how those other two taste. Hopefully those taste just as good. Let's taste them out. Good. Next up is gonna be the Icy Blue Razz versus Blue Raspberry. We're going to first start off with the Icy Blue Razz, the old version. And I have to freely admit this to you guys, I am definitely nervous about this one. This actually rated a 9.7 on the Caffeine Man rating chart. And not only did it score 9.7, but it was actually the top rated Blue Razz flavor out of all the Blue Razz flavors. I absolutely love this flavor. And when you have something scoring a 9.7 and it's your favorite flavor, if they change anything on there, you know that you're probably not going to be happy with it. Just think about all you guys that love the original Rockstar. They changed it. People are all upset. Think about when Coke came out a long time ago with their new Coke flavor. How many people like the new one? How many people like the old one? And just think about any of your energy drinks. All you people that love the Monster Assault and they changed it dramatically. Some people absolutely loved it. A lot of people absolutely hated it. But normally you usually hear from people that complain, that are outraged, more than you hear about people that like stuff. We live in a very complaint heavy world. So needless to say, I am definitely nervous, but I am definitely hoping for the best because that Cherry Berry Lime was definitely better than the Freedom Ice. Let's hope for the same thing with the Blue Raspberry. I'm going to probably say the same thing for all of them, so I'll try and keep it a little bit shorter. All the old version had a sweet and sour flavor to them. They were both extremely potent with the flavor profile. This, extremely strong in blue raspberry, high in sweetness, and just a really great flavor. You know they're all going to be clear colored. I don't have to keep saying it. Moment of truth, guys. What do you guys think? Better or worse? Till death do us part. Let's taste it out. So I'm fairly confident for all these drinks, you're gonna have the same stats for the old Smart Energy and for the new Smart Energy. Based on my review of the new flavors and now these new formulas, they all seem to have a much lighter and more refreshing feel. So just because I'm saying they have a lighter feel doesn't mean that they're any less flavorful. They are still some solid, potent flavors. They're just going down a lot easier, and you're not gonna be overpowered with any kind of sweetness by the end to make you think that they're too sweet or have any kind of a problem getting to the bottom of the can, because you're getting good flavor from the first sip right down to the last sip. You also got 4 ounces less. A lot of people have been complaining about that, but like I said, we're in a very large complaint world right now, and whereas some people like to get more liquid, especially if they really like the flavor, there are a decent amount of people that like smaller portions, especially if they're looking to get all those ingredients into their body faster. Sometimes a 16-ounce can stay out a little bit longer depending on what you're using it for. If I'm sitting at my desk, that last 4 to 6 ounces might get a little bit warm. So you are going to be going through the 12 ounces faster, but you should be able to enjoy it the whole time. Enough procrastinating. I definitely, it is not my favorite blue raspberry flavor anymore, but it's still a really good blue ras flavor. I think that they use basically the same formula for that, but because they took out the malic acid, because they went like a little bit lighter in the sweetness, and they're trying to give you more of a light and refreshing flavor, I think they went down maybe a touch on the blue raspberry flavor, but it's still a really good blue ras flavor. It's just not topping the charts for me. So for all you guys who thought, oh, this is a sponsored video, all of them are going to be better than the originals, that's not the case. I was concerned and worried about it because, like I said, that's my favorite blue ras of all time. 9.7. Let's go ahead, let's put this one on the Caffeine Man rating chart. It's still really good, and I'm not going to let my depression affect my score because I'm let down that it's not as good or better, but it still is a really good flavor. I'm going to give this a solid 9.0. Still think it's a really great flavor. 9.0, solid score. Any drink that hits the 9s is a great score, but in comparison to other drinks, you will see there are some that I think have a bit better flavor, might be a bit stronger in sweetness. And all that being said, I would still probably pick this one up before I pick the other ones up because I am a huge fan of nootropic energy drinks. I will include a playlist at the end of this video so you can learn more about nootropics if you don't know about them already. They're definitely my preferred drinks to drink, and so happy that there have been more hitting the market. Let's move on to the last one, Peach Mango. Gonna run out of room. Here are the cans. When they first came out with the Smart Energies, Peach Mango was my favorite one. It wasn't until the second set of energy drinks came out that they actually came out with the Icy Blue Raz, which then replaced Peach Mango as my favorite. But still, Peach Mango 9.6 on the Caffeine Man rating chart. These were my 2 go-to drinks for a long time. Always had them in my rotation. So once again, we are in a situation where super high score right here. One of the top Peach Mangoes, not the top, one of the top Peach Mangoes, and you will see it when we actually get to the Caffeine Man rating chart. So is this guy gonna be as competitive? Let's put them down here and let's go ahead, let's taste them out. Super strong flavor profile, sweetness, a little bit of sour on the end. And the thing is, there's such contrasting flavors, one being heavier and sweeter, the other one being lighter and refreshing, that they are very distinct from each other, yet they still have that same base flavor in both of them. So if they can still keep that strong peach mango flavor, it's got potential. Let's go ahead, taste it out. After that Icy Blue Raz, I was a bit worried, but keep going. And we're gonna have to do side by side. My goodness, it's really close, all right? Normally I'll talk about one, talk about the other, but it's close. They both got that solid, strong peach mango flavor, which is what I like about peach mangoes. If they give you a nice, strong, solid flavor, it usually needs to be complemented by a decent amount of sweetness, but they're doing that in both. I mean, this tastes just like peach mango, but this one's a little stronger, this one's a little bit lighter, but lighter in feel, but I think actually stronger in peach mango. You're getting a little bit more peach mango out of here. There's something happening where they went down a touch on the sweetness. They took out that malic acid. When you take out that sour and you take out that little bit of sweetness, they pumped in either a little bit more peach mango, or that lack of other flavors is making that peach mango stand out more. And this is actually a really good peach mango. Let's try it for the can for comparison. Yeah, that's really good. Oh man, and I gotta, if you guys actually signed up for my newsletter, caffeineman1.com, you'll know how many reviews I'm actually doing this week. And spoiler alert, I guess you guys already know, people in the newsletter already know, but I'm doing 3 videos this week. I record all 3 videos on the same day, so as much as I want to keep drinking this, I gotta stop right here. I got 2 more videos to go. All right, so what is my final verdict? You know, when I was talking about the blue Razz, I told you I don't know if they're gonna be able to get better than the score that I gave it, because what are they actually going to change to make it better? Well, peach mango proved that you can make it better. They're giving you a bit more peach mango flavor. If you guys like your peach flavors, you like your peach mangoes and stuff, you're going to get a solid peach mango flavor out of here. And I think they actually went a little bit more natural with it. A lot of companies have been going more natural with it. Rainstorm actually gave you a little bit more natural peach mango flavor. Their Peach Paradise. Monster Ultra Peachy Keen also went a little bit more natural with their peach as opposed to an artificial peach. And now C4 Smart is doing that as well. On the Caffeine Man rating chart, used to be a 9.6. There was only one drink that was beating it. That was the Rain Peach Fizz, which I'm not even sure if you can find anymore. They've been discontinuing so many of those Rain drinks. But I am going to give the C4 Smart Energy Peach Mango a 9.75. Yes, barely topping that Rain flavor. And what is even better about that is that with all of these drinks, they are nootropic. So for a personal preference, Caffeine Man shot based on flavor alone, I think it's a great flavor. But for personal drinks, I love to drink nootropic energy drinks. It's what I need for focus and concentration. Balances out any jittery effects of caffeine. And I really think that anyone can benefit from nootropics. Pre-workout, gamers, everyday workers, everyday energy for everyday people is what I promote. So Caffeine Man, final verdicts are in. Although I am extremely depressed by the Icy Blue Razz going down in score, I am extremely excited that Cherry Berry Lime and Peach Mango have gone up in score. Peach Mango topping the list for best peach flavor. I know that Peach Mango and Cherry Berry Lime are going to be part of my regular rotation now. And like I said, if you guys are looking to pick these up, you can save at least 20% at the Cellucor or C4 Energy website when you use coupon code Caffeine Man. If you guys want to find out more about nootropics, I'll include that playlist right there. Lots of great information in that playlist with some informative videos about nootropics as well as reviews of the nootropic energy drinks I've tried. And if you want to know all the differences between the old C4 Smart and the new C4 Smart and the newest flavors, I will include that video right there. Definitely feel free to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.